It's Nolan.
Now, before we get started, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all sharing it on your respective platforms. Let somebody know what we're doing today. Now, let's get into the show.
End of the year coming, I'm posted like Tim Duncan. Teaching niggas how to grow they shit like it's Teen Summit. Teaching niggas how to talk to me, I don't hear nothing. You red pill rappers about to fall from the red button. This chair comfy, need real money. Let me find out you industry niggas is Ted Bundy. Let me find out, let me wind down. Take some time out to calculate the weight I clear monthly. USD to them pounds, feet deep in the ground. Stand firm like your whole shit for $200. I'm big worm, switch the game up to help y'all score. Dave Stern try to box me in Martin. I treat him like T. Hearns. Got a baby doing 5 weeks. Made it through my juvenile hell, was bumping my deep. Homies in them 2-man cells struggle to find sleep. We ain't talking Casanat, we don't talk like barbershops. Circumvent the streams, we taking it back to mom and pop. Distribution, pick and choosing for the institution. Niggas losing, y'all can check the units. They say the internet level the playing field. I say they made you confident in racing with your training wheels. Fuck 'em rapping for if I can't pay a cable bill. Fuck 'em rapping for if I can't even say what's real. How you say you independent with a major deal? Niggas fell in love with the lies. I see how shady feel.
What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everybody's doing well out there this evening. In this video, we're going to be getting into Drake and his recent stream with Ben the Don. Now, we're not going to do a whole breakdown of the whole stream. We're not going to break down every talking point that took place during the stream, only the high-level topics, because there was a lot of play, doing stake gambling and all that type of shit. Nobody cares about that. If you want to see that, you probably was tuned in live, all right? Now, during this stream with Ben the Don, a few topics did come up that were a little intriguing. Number one being Drake making reference or alluding to the possibility that he may be retiring. Okay, he said something to the effect of, I might not be around all that much longer, something like that during the stream, which caught some people by surprise. Me, not so much. I was actually one of the people who have been bold enough to come out on record and say, I think Drake probably should retire. You know, he's had a long career, illustrious career, a lot of accomplishments. And in recent years, the quality of his music has diminished greatly despite having great deals of help. His public image, although he has a lot of people that love him, has been widely tarnished. You know what I'm saying? Not to say he has no value in the marketplace. I'd be crazy to sit up here and lie. But at the same time, I think his place in music is definitely questionable. Again, there's a lot of people that love him, bump his music, live to it. I'm not discrediting y'all, not one bit. However, in the grander scheme of things, these are all valid points. You can say I'm hating. Who gives a fuck, right? I also think, honestly, if Drake wants to leave and have some sort of positive memories about himself and his legacy, I think it's going to be best for him to leave. Because let's be clear, if he announces his retirement from music, let's say in the next year, 2 years, even 3, I'll stretch it out that far, although I know some people would love for it to happen today. That is going to get people to go back through the stories in your career. They're going to go back to the young guy, Jimmy from motherfucking Degrassi. They're going to go from the early mixtapes. They're going to go revisit that music. They're going to go back to the So Far Gone mixtapes. They're going to go back to the first album, and you can see he was still finding his footing, still finding his voice, still figuring out where he wanted to be. You know, but there's stories and lyrics within that album that people live with that were somehow formative to their own transformation in the formative years of their life. Not mine, you know, but for them. You're going to get people reflecting on the good times. Oh, I remember when I saw Drake here. I just randomly saw him doing this, and he gave me a picture, and he did this, and he did that, you know? So I think if he wants to have people give him a ceremony you know, a farewell tour, if you will, like how to retire or soon to be retired basketball players get, you're gonna have to get the fuck up out of here before the rest of your reputation is completely tarnished by your own doing. The goofy shit that you doing. The goofy motherfuckers you associate yourself with. The mid-ass music you've been dropping. You know? And again, people may not like to hear this message from both sides of the fence. There's people that are fans, still want to go to the tours, still like the music he puts out, that are going to say, no, don't say that. And then on the other side of it, you're going to have the people who don't fuck with Drake, and they're going to say, J Nolan, shut the hell up. Why the fuck are you giving him ideas to preserve his legacy? Let that motherfucker die. If he dies, he dies. And it's my responsibility to be as objective as possible regardless. All right? So that came up. We're going to play that. Also, during the stream, something I found interesting was him reflecting on his writing, which I find to be extremely interesting. He came out and called himself one of the most profound writers in the world, or something to that effect. We'll play it. And I saw somebody online that said, you know, this is why Drake won't do interviews with nobody. Because sitting with Ben the Don, who's clearly a Drake fan, a friend of Drake, somebody who benefits off of proximity to Drake, and literally was gifted a very expensive vehicle during the stream from Drake. What benefit does it stand him to push back or ask questions that may put him in an awkward position? Whereas a journalist would just say, okay, yes, I think that's fair that you might call yourself one of the most prolific writers in the world. But what do you say to the people who say, well, if you're so prolific of a writer, or profound, excuse me, then what about this song? It was proven that they wrote your shit. What about this song? What about this song? What about the copious amounts of reference tracks that have come out of people saying that they wrote your shit? What do you say to that? What is your response? And don't give me the same response that you gave to Elliott Wilson and B. Dot in 2018. What is your current stance on people questioning your ability to write on your own, and in tandem with the people not feeling so compelled to the music you're putting out currently? I think that's extremely fair, right? And again, being objective, if I compare the music that Drake has dropped in the last 3 to 4 years, and then I compare it to the music that I actually enjoyed from him, Nothing Was the Same was a project that I actually enjoyed from him. If You're Reading This Is Too Late was a project I enjoyed from him. If you compare it to the music on those projects, not only does the sound vary greatly, but also the storytelling, the relatability, right? It's all diminished, right? He's always had a superficial style, but there was always glimpses of introspection, which is what he came into the industry pushing, right? But since then, in recent years, he's leaned all the way into the superficial, the material, the riches, the abundance, and basically talking down on women, not in the way that you might say, oh, this little bitch here, this little bitch there, not on no future shit, but in a, you're so young and dumb and I'm so old and wise, why don't you listen to me? Who the fuck wants to hear that shit? Ugh. How many times you want to have that conversation as a grown-ass man? Go listen to recent Drake projects since goddamn Scorpion. See how many times you hear some shit like that in his bars. And another piece to even kind of piggyback off of that in the stream, there was a portion in which he talks about the car that I guess Quavo gave to Sweetie while they were in a relationship. And he actually found out that Sweetie allegedly was going through financial turmoil or just didn't want the car no more. He found out that she was selling it. He bought it and gave it back to Quavo. So he's out here playing industry repo for the guys too. Find that to be very interesting. Again, let's get to it. I just wanted to give y'all a briefing on what we're getting into. So here's the clip. People are saying where he hints at possibly retiring. It's very short.
Just here for a good time, a fun time. I might not be here for the longest time, but I'm gonna enjoy the time that I'm spending with you. So I'd like to start off with a shot. Where's Kai? Just here.
All right. Now, in actually seeing this clip, I don't even think that nigga talking about retiring for real. I think he was trying to say he wasn't going to be on the stream all that long. I don't know how long the stream actually went. There's a hell of a lot of clips going around. But I did see people saying, just like this post says, Drake hinted at retiring from music while streaming after he drops his new album, Iceman. I might not be here for the longest time. That could go either way. My point from the beginning of this video actually still stands, though. I think it's best that you do. And don't try no Jay-Z shit, nigga. Don't try no, oh, I'ma leave, I'm retiring and come back no 2 years later and think it's finna be Kingdom Come and all that shit, nigga. Fuck out of here. Respectfully, just let it go. Just let it happen. All right? And I already know somebody gonna be in the comments like, man, that nigga took that 10-second clip and turned it into a whole that nigga trying to retire video. Nah, nigga. I'm talking about what the people are saying. All right? That's the narrative they putting out there. Drake hints at retiring from music, nigga. This ain't the only post out there that said it. So next up, let's get into the piece where he claims to be one of the most profound writers. All right? Let's see what he says here.
Shout out Wayne, man. What the fuck? I wouldn't be shit without Wayne.
So they in there playing goddamn Money on My Mind by Wayne. Oh, how the fuck I'm finna play this without no issues? I might have to do some goddamn surgery on the video.
That's where you get a lot of your bars from, man. Me and Wayne. What would you do without either one of us?
I don't even know if you could write one bar for me without people being like, yo, that's not Drake.
Bro.
Nigga, please. Drake, you Ben the Don, hey, I ain't gonna say Ben the Don is a good rapper, but honestly, nigga, it's too many niggas who would be perceived as lesser rappers than you that wrote your bars. Nigga, Mob Ties? I don't know a single and I know there's a younger crowd out there that fucks with Vori, but I don't know a single nigga that bumped Vori. Nobody that I know would have said, oh, that sound like Vori on Mob Ties. We thought that was you, nigga. Don't get beside your fucking self, man. And this is the stuff that makes people hate my channel because they feel like I hate you. Because you be getting so fucking beside yourself, nigga. I don't think you could write one bar for me that people would hear and say, that's not Drake. Nigga, you got so many bars written from you by niggas who people don't give a fuck about. Quentin Miller, nigga. And yeah, I know there's a lot of people out there that be trying to jump on the Quentin Miller bandwagon to be anti-Drake. Quentin Miller, salute to you, dog. No hate. I got nothing against you. I actually think you turned that nigga all the way up. There's no way to deny that. But, you know, when all that shit came out around his name and him being the writer, when it first came out, I said, ain't no fucking way Quentin Miller did that, man. I've heard his music. I don't like it. Then that shit was confirmed, and I said, oh, nah, hell no, man. Y'all done up and done it. He's gotten better over time, though. I will give him that much. But I've never really cared for Quentin Miller's music, right? So to see him writing your bars and nobody said, oh, man, that's definitely not Drake, that's another reason why you can't say no shit like that. Okay? There's other motherfuckers I won't even come out and name, but we done seen this play too many goddamn times. You crazy.
In my whole comments, they're like, he definitely writes for Drake. Did you see my?
You can't even pronounce, brother. You can't pronounce English words. How can you write for me? I'm one of the most profound writers of our time.
He said, you can't pronounce English words. How can you write for me? Well, what the fuck is old little Angel doing over there with you niggas, man? Cause ain't he over there writing for some shit too? Didn't that British producer write your motherfucking hook? And the majority of what was the fucking song Metro Church Nokia? What about him? What about the British boy who can't even hardly say North American English words? Who's calling my phone? He sure knew how to say that. You're getting beside yourself.
Yeah, because you got a nigga like me.
Like,
Tell people now.
Have I ever got on a song and said I love my community?
Community.
No, community.
But it translates different on
I've
the
never
paper.
said that.
It translates.
I'm
not finna keep talking. What about all the sessions we had writing this album?
Oh shit, you did inspire me though on the album though. You gave me a pep talk one night.
I did give him a pep talk.
We ain't talking about
But
that.
we could talk about the being mighty.
That motherfucking Wayne song is really what's captivating my attention. I ain't gonna step in at the motherfucking car, they get off. I'm gonna play this shit when I get off the goddamn camera. I'm finna blast that bitch today. Hell yeah. Dear Mr. Toilet, I'm this shit. Got these other niggas pissed cause my toilet paper thick. That shit do sound kind of stupid, but stupid in a good way. Now let's get to this last piece. Here we got Drake talking about how he bought the Bentley that Quavo originally gifted to Sweetie after seeing she was selling it post breakup, and then gifted it back to Quavo. Let's get to that piece.
Okay, all right, I'm gonna tell it. Fuck it. Say it. But you remember when the Sweetie Bentley was going viral? Remember there was an ice blue Bentley. It was Sweetie's car.
Yeah.
And then they said that Quavo had got it for her.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, like I saw it for sale somewhere. So, and this is like when we were first on Stake, and I was just paper was just running. So
Yeah.
or maybe it was before that. It was before that? No, it was around that time. And so I was like, man, I saw it for sale. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna buy that back for my dog. So then I kind of tried to do the same thing where I was like, I invited him over and I'm like, yo, like come over to this party. I parked the whip right in the front.
But you did buy it.
I bought it for him.
Yeah.
And I was like, and he pulled up like, he was like, oh, like, he thought she was there. But he thought,
What did he say?
Nigga.
Nah, it's not about
Show.
what he,
Nah,
it's not about what he said. Shout out to Show. But he really didn't understand the joke.
You gotta.
I bet he didn't. So he said he saw Sweetie put the car back on the market after she broke up with Quavo. He bought the motherfucker, invited Quavo over for an alleged party. He parks the car out front, as a surprise to Quavo. He thought that Quavo was gonna pull up, see the car, and know what's going on. Quavo pull up, he like, nigga, is Sweetie here? What the fuck going on? Is you trying to play me? You trying to get us back together? Or is you trying to show me that you fucking my ex, nigga? Which way is it going? I could only imagine what that conversation had to be like, because he said Quavo didn't get the joke, and he didn't want to tell Ben the Don what the hell that shit meant. He like, nigga, is you trying to rub some shit in my face? Nigga, what is going on here? Do we gotta get a little bit straightening? Nigga act like the game been vacant? Nigga almost went fight night on your stupid ass. That's funny. And I can only imagine how many niggas he might have did that shit really on some like fucked up shit for Quavo to have probably heard about, for him to be already on edge about it when he seen it. Like, is this nigga playing with me or what? Because the story goes throughout the industry, they say, Drake done tried to pull up on hella niggas' girls. You know what I mean? Girls they was interested in, girls that they was messing with, girls that they was recently, maybe taking a break from, all the different type of shit like that. Like, he just be swooping in. You know what I mean? With the dark winged duck shit. You know what I mean? He be trying to swoop in. So I can only imagine what was going through Quavo's head at the time. You know what I mean? But getting back to the original piece, definitely consider going through with that retirement, man. Retire from streaming too. You know, because ultimately this stuff doesn't make you look any better. The more absent that you are, the better. Now, I am seeing a clip that's circulating around on social media. I'll do y'all the favor of not playing it. From Rory and Mal, where they say that we may be receiving a so-called surprise album this week. I find it very strange that they say a surprise album when broadcasting it on your podcast kind of takes away the element of surprise. But, you know, we all know how close Mal is, or Mal likes to draw that he is with Drake. Haven't seen too many other significant artists that he's really like just super, super hella chummy that he wants to speak about it on the podcast about. So clearly, Iceman may possibly drop out of nowhere. Okay. Can I confirm that? No. Do I want to confirm that? No. Just saying that's what was said on a recent episode of their pod. I saw it just a few minutes before I actually fired up the camera and equipment. So we'll just have to be on the lookout to see if Iceman indeed does drop. He's been saying he's cooking up for quite some time. Seems like he's, doing the whole double dutch with it. Should I jump in? Should I not? Should I jump in? Should I not? Should I jump in? Is it ready? Is it done? You might well hold on to that shit, man. But let me know what y'all think. Should he drop it? Will you be listening to it if it drops? Do you think he can pick up the pieces? Y'all let me know down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Become an insider. I will catch y'all on the next one. Y'all be good out there, man. Peace.
Yeah, family over fame in this bitch, yeah. The glory of living righteous is setting in. My street knowledge and education's a perfect blend. Young mogul, independent, I've been setting trends. The first one from my family to be faithfully wed. Fuck niggas and the horses that they riding on. I see this shit from all angles like a polygon. I'll never politic and the drama be piling on. Father and great son acknowledged like I'm Bobby Bonds. Conversation with my lady about the paper route. 5 sit bank accounts every day I make it count. They down talking my commentary for hating now. Well, I can take it cause I'm bodying your favorite now, please. I can do this shit in my sleep. I been writing for these niggas, y'all read it and weep. I been fighting these niggas if you speak on the street. I'll turn your birthday party into New Year's Eve. Don't let me take it there. We ain't playing fair. This the ATL, Southside nigga moving furniture like Wayfair. Life on hold, no insurance for your healthcare. Lifeline gone, so you wanna be a millionaire? Well, let me tell you about this world I built. The women I dodged, the niggas that I read for filth. The sympathy cause consulting for the stacks I built. I had